This is a huge aqueduct at Aspendos, which carried water 20 miles from the Taurus Mountains to the Acropolis, which is on top of that hill there. The water was carried on in pipes along the top. It wasn't open. They didn't have open troughs with the water flowing through them. It was always in pipes, and it came down and then ran into the tank, of which this is one, and the whole tank was filled up with water. Then it overflowed and carried on down into the next one. It's pretty impressive. It's a very, very impressive piece of engineering, is this? You can see a continuation of the aqueduct across the valley. It's very, very impressive. It's right, it's still standing after all these years. So here we have a wonderful river. Green water, clean. At this point we have a dam taking a lagoon behind it, probably for irrigation purposes, and it's quite small, so a very big thing. And here we have sluice gates with big motors at the top. So this water goes down into a large irrigation canal which we've been driving alongside for quite some while now. And the calcium deposits in the water give it this green colour. And over there the people making the most of it. We've got some restaurants. And this nice cooling breeze, because the temperature is 35 degrees. And there's the water boiling through the left hand side of this dam. Down there is this big pool, and then just leading away downstream. I think in this pool there will be some fish. It looks pure enough to have fish in it. But I've had a look and I can't see it. It's very, very bright. And all over the area there are apiaries. Bees and honey is very, very popular. They obviously produce tons and tons and tons of the stuff. It's for sale everywhere. And you get, even at breakfast in hotels, you get about 6 different honeys to try on your toast. And of course the heat is so intense that they put metal foil on the roofs here to reflect the heat. Or sometimes they just paint them silver. You can see the bees pouring in and out of one of these hives here, that one there. So busy, busy, busy here in October. So this is Aspendos. This wonderful theatre. But there's lots of other ruins as well. But it's very famous for its theatre. That gives you a brief background into Aspendos. If you want to know any more, obviously you can go on the internet. So this is the Roman theatre at Aspendos, which is the most intact Roman theatre in Anatolia, in Western Turkey. Asian Turkey. It held about 7,500 people. It's wonderful. This is from the first tier. And you can see the stage building there, almost complete. And in the middle is a little plaque of Dionysus, whose name was changed to Bacchus, I think. Under the seating, halfway up, you've got this sort of tunnel runs right the way around. So you obviously came along here and then made your exit onto your particular seat. Walk along this tunnel here. Vents letting light in. This one. And at this end there's this huge space with a sort of arrow-slit window at the top. I think the Turks used it as a fort once the Romans had left. So in the 5th and 6th centuries, I think the Turks used it as a fort. Even up to the 15th century, I think it was used as a fort. Whereas this is obviously been blocked off at that end. It may have been an entrance from the outside, so you came up some steps into this area, walked around the tunnel, found the gate which led to your particular seating place. But that's pure surmise. There's sulphur powder sprinkled all the way along the wall at the bottom. I don't know what it's for, but every wall's got it all the way along. I wonder if it's an insecticide or a fungicide or some kind of pesticide. So this is the gallery around the back of the top tiers, which is open. And from here you can see the front of the stage and the sort of arena. The stage and the front seats are on the same level, which is an indication that there were no gladiatorial fights here involving humans or animals in particular. And very cleverly, it's like all of these theatres, it's set into a hillside, which must make building them much more easy. And it is a beautiful place, and so intact. On this top walkway there is a door here which is being blocked up, and I suspect that this was the way in. So you came in here if you had a ticket for the top tier and walked around this tunnel so that you could find where your seat was. Very, very impressive. It's very big. Big tall arches here, beautifully made. So you found where your seat was and just made your way down. It was only for the rich. You had to buy a ticket, and they weren't cheap. So only the rich and famous came here to watch the action. And this is the narrow area behind the stage front. I mean, everything is on such a massive scale. Obviously intending to impress. Beautiful decorations. This is the remains of the stadium. Very similar to the one at Perga, sort of long, thin thing. You'd expect it to be circular. I don't like the one at Pergamon, it's not in a very good state of repair.